Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I am the Twisted Jedi, and today we are talking about EA's official announcement of the 11 Galactic Assault maps that will be in Star Wars Battlefront 2, as well as some secrets and more in-depth details about how the game's progression will evolve throughout each match. More specifically, we will be talking about the Death Star 2, Kashyyyk, and Starkiller base. Now, if you are new here, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit of support is much appreciated and helps me to put out better content for you guys. Now with that being said, let's jump into these Galactic Assault maps. So EA has announced 11 Galactic Assault maps for Battlefront 2, and obviously Galactic Assault will be a large scale, multi-stage 40 player game mode. However, I'm sure each of these maps will have smaller variations for game modes with less players, like Heroes vs Villains. Speaking of Heroes vs Villains, Paris Game Week has officially kicked off, and at some point this week we will be getting our first look at the Heroes vs Villains game mode, so stay tuned and I will have a video on that posted as soon as they release the footage. Now getting into these new map names, there is Theed City on Naboo, Precinct 47 on Starkiller base, the cloning facility on Kamino, Maz Kanata's castle on Takodana, Starship Graveyard on Jakku, which looks absolutely amazing, the Great Temple on Yavin 4, which could be a really interesting map, the Command Center North on the Death Star 2, which we will talk about in a minute, the Research Station on Endor, which is going to be a nighttime map, I believe, Outpost Delta on Hoth, Kashyyyk Beach on Kashyyyk, and last but not least, Mos Eisley on Tatooine. So as you guys can see, this gives us a huge variety of maps at launch, which is absolutely amazing and is a huge step up from the games like Battlefront 2015 and Battlefield 1 released by EA, which had significantly less at their respective launch dates. Moving on to the new details of some of these maps, I will be talking about the Death Star 2, Starkiller base, and Kashyyyk. Starting off with the Command Center North on the Death Star 2. Those of you that don't know the significance of the Command Center North, it is actually where Emperor Palpatine's throne room was located on the northernmost part of the Death Star 2, inside an insane 100-story tower. So it'll be really cool to see how the gameplay unfolds in this area, and I can't wait to check it out during the game. There is a description of each phase of Galactic Assault for the Death Star 2, which starts out in Phase 1 as a blockade runner crashes into the Death Star, which I believe is the shot we saw on Chewie's new gameplay where he faces off with Vader. Now, if you haven't checked out my video on that, I will leave a card on the screen so you can click on that and check it out soon. And it looks like there is a crashed Corvette in the background. The description goes on to say the surviving rebels must fight their way out and find another ship to escape in before the Death Star explodes. Moving on to Phase 2, the rebels must disarm weapon systems, followed by a push through some tight corridors, and then progress onto Phase 3, where players are located inside a hangar and the rebels must steal a ship while the Empire defends it. Now moving on to Starkiller base and Precinct 47. If you don't know what that is, it is where a massive thermal oscillator was located and attacked by the Resistance in order to disable it and stop the attack on Dakar, just like in the Force Awakens movie. This game mode will be partially on the ground and from the looks of it in the air as well from the sounds of the description, and if you want to read the full description it will be on the EA website. It does sound like there will be some air combat towards the end of this map. Lastly, Kashyyyk Beach on Kashyyyk will be one of the maps for Galactic Assault, and I just wanted to mention it quickly as it is one of the maps that I'm most excited for. We didn't get much Kashyyyk from the Star Wars movies, so it will be awesome to get a better look during Battlefront 2's multiplayer, and from the looks of the images we've gotten so far, it definitely will not disappoint. It looks incredible. That brings this video to an end, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to be alerted when I post a new video. I will be uploading the Heroes vs Villains gameplay as well as Kylo Ren and Yoda as soon as they are available, so keep an eye out on my channel for that. Thanks again for watching, guys. I am the Twisted Jedi, and may the Force be with you.